Previously on the Infinite Escape Room.
Warning, an alert to all creatures, all souls. The pole is in peril. We're losing control. 3 crime families circle. The season's dismantled. Until further notice, Christmas is cancelled. The nanas from Yorkshire, all snarling and oily, are knitting machine guns from lacy doilies. The Welsh, oh the Welsh, with their cold, darkened hearts, are sharpening knives made from burnt-out car parts. And the gang from New Zealand is here with aplomb, with hollowed-out Kiwis to rig up a bomb.
Hello and welcome to the Infinite Escape Room, the puzzling podcast where a group of geographically diverse pals gather together on the medium of the internet and solve a homemade escape room of the ears. My name is Jonathan David Charles Saunders II. I am your host today, and I have a pair of cactuses on the windowsill near me, one called Gary and one called Frank.
Good names.
That's true. Anyway, locked in with me today, we have...
I'm Jamie Gibbs, and I'm just taking things 1 mead at a time.
I'm Mari Spaceship Nolan, and that is my real legal middle name.
And I'm Riggedy Diggity Mike Collins, and I'm rarely never more than one over-enthusiastic fart away from public disgrace.
I feel like we all gave true, correct intros.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had norovirus. That one's really true.
Oh, wow.
That one,
Would
that
you
one was
describe a
really
fart
true.
as enthusiastic if you got the noro? Hesitant or reluctant, maybe?
Trepidatious.
Well, no, the fart was enthusiastic. I wasn't enthusiastic about the fart, but the fart itself came out with aplomb.
Now, dear listener, you may be wondering what on earth you have tuned into on your podcast player of choice. But this is, in fact, episode 3 of a 4-part series we are doing, all based in the North Pole. We have been sent to rescue affairs, I guess, to rescue Santa and his elves from assault, attack even, from 3 nasty, very broadly drawn in terms of accent gangs, did we go with?
Mafia crime families.
Mafia families, I think they were.
Yeah, mafia crime families, that was it. We have so far dispatched the 3 Kiwi brothers. Well, we dispatched 2 of them because Mike got it wrong. But then in the follow-up puzzle, we dispatched the Yorkshire Nans and a Kiwi brother who presumably was absolutely baffled at what was going on as elves fell around him to the sharpened knitting needles of Janet and Doris and Peggy, only for him to be skewered in the eye
By the elf cavalry. Consisting of 1.5 elves.
As always, I feel I should add, none of that was hyperbole. And if you'd like to find out the details, go and listen to episode 1 and 2. Maybe not with any small children listening, because we all get to a point in our lives where somebody ruins Christmas, but I really don't want it to be ruined in that way. Anyway, this level of quality could not be brought to you for nothing, and we are supported very generously by a legion of Patreons who give us a few quid every month to help keep the show on the metaphoric road and occasionally send us food to prove they exist. Yes, those Patreons are many, and I'd like to thank a few of them tonight, and that is C.D. Doyley, Richard Leggett, Bettina Pagalaluan, Geneva Kaplan-Smith, Robert Hempel, Dave Lecomte, and Karen Kate, whose parents could not decide. I assume.
There it is.
Now I'm going to get an email saying it's Kate.
Yeah.
It's Kate, and here's a crate of Twixes.
Yeah.
Like, that'll be
That'll shut you up, John. Just keep eating the Twixes.
If that happens, I'd be very, very.
If people could
very
send
happy with
John
that.
less noisy food in the post, that would be great.
I
for
would
the edit.
lift up the crisps at this point, but in between these recordings, my daughter has taken the crisps away
Oh.
after she found
Well,
out
you did
that
take her grapes.
I did
Yeah.
steal all the grapes, and she left the room shouting "Mum," and then came back during Mairi's room and took the crisps. She knew when I was weak. Right. We've had an interesting room from Jamie. We've had an excellent room from Mairi. And now...
No, it's fair. It's fair.
Save that for the pub episode.
Not even drunk yet. And now we have the final blow.
The cherry on top.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Icing on the cake.
And there's also many visual assets to this one.
Ooh.
But we shall see. We'll get to that then. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Yes.
Yes.
Then let us enter, once again, the Infinite Escape Room. Last week left you covered in elf, nana, and kiwi blood, being kicked out of the Snow HQ. You step outside, hoping to wash some of the blood off you in the pure white snow. There's a blizzard raging. Through the driving snow, you can make out a blinking red light. That can't be good. You trudge toward the light. A low, heavy metal structure looms out of the ground. Thick steel bulwarks reach over a bomb-proof door. The letters MFS emblazoned in cheerful white and red paint across it. As you approach the door, it slides open and a jaunty Christmas jingle plays. You step inside. This may seem familiar, Mairi. You are in a control room of sorts.
It's a little out of organisation, the North Pole, isn't it?
Yeah. Left hand, right hand, no idea. It's a little out of date, but quite impressive. Computers with chunky CRT monitors line one wall. Opposite them, hundreds of old television screens, each displaying a grainy camera feed focused on an individual child. Next to each screen are two indicator lights, one green and one red. Most of the screens show a green light. Occasionally one changes to red, then back to green. A few of them are permanently red. The vault door closes behind you, leaving you alone. Suddenly, all of the screens switch to white noise. Then, on each television screen, a face appears. A man with a red hood over him and a sinister, booming voice. Croeso Cymru, comrades. You have done well. A communist Welsh anthem begins to play. Good luck, Editor Mike, with that.
This is Tom Jones. It's just Tom Jones.
Well, Tom Jones singing "Sayo Sendani."
If you can make that happen, I'll die happy. That's it. That's all I need.
Shumai Lennon, how are you doing?
The definitely Welsh, for clarity, man continues to speak. First, you lifted the thin veil of charity and revealed that organ of sexy capitalist nepotism, the Rotary Club. Then, when the system fought back against you, comrades, you sabotaged it from within and escaped that poverty profiteer Sir John Timpson and his grubby, money-making prisons. Yes, boyo. If I ever go back to Wales. Nearly there.
Well, if it's any consolation, you won't be accused of trying to imitate the axe.
Finally, you reached into the heart of the Anglo-capitalist monster, and you poisoned it with peppermint tea. You have done well, Comrade Griffrey. What's the name? You have done well, Comrade Griffrey, Stafford Davy Jones, Wasquathan Dar. And all of this as the unwitting acolytes of the Cymraeg Collective. Your just reward is close. There is only one pillar of the decadent hoarding beast of capitalism left to destroy: Christmas. But how to do it? How to defeat a cross-cultural phenomenon so internationally beloved, even a titan like Robert Griffiths cannot bring it to heel. But Christmas has a weakness, boyo, built into its very spine. It needs children to be good. And what do they get when they're bad? Coal. Together we shall sabotage every child in the land, and thus stimulate demand for our waning sooty commodity. We're nearly there. We shall blacken the children in the eyes of Saint Nick, from Brecon to Pontypridd, from Bryn Mawr to Gleneath. The Cymraeg Collective shall rise again. Sorry, little bit of black lung there. And with that, the face of the very Welsh man disappears from the banks of screens and is replaced by a wobbly blue X. What would you like to do?
There's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, so in the canon of this little episode arc, we established in
What do we
episode
say,
1.
canon?
There is no. We've got a wiki. We just don't maintain it. In episode 1, we established that that children get coal when they're naughty, and the coal is made from grown-ups who themselves are naughty. So this is going to get interesting.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like it's early to say this, but already it's probably worth saying. Let's not dwell too much on what's gone before.
Or alternatively, dogmatically.
What's happening now, it will make little sense enough.
Well, John, I don't know. I feel like your memory earlier was definitely trans episode. So
There is a petard, and I feel myself being hoisted up it.
As long as it's got a flared base.
I think Mari wanted to say something that actually contributed to the puzzle.
Yes, I think you should. Jamie.
No, I'm going to start actually solving, but we can keep going.
Oh, that's my line.
Not like we're on the clock or anything. It's fine.
What can we see? Can we look around?
So there's a bank of computers, and there's a wall of television screens.
Is that it?
That is it for the moment.
I guess computers then, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the computers are unresponsive. They must have been knocked out by the Cymraeg commies. One of them still works and isn't even locked. Next to the computer is a daffodil growing in a pot of jam.
Yep, that tracks.
What's on the computer screen? Can we go and not log into it because it's open, but what can we see on it?
You can see Windows. You have web browsers, you have word processing applications, you have whatever it is that you need. For the purposes of playing this out, you have your own computer.
Ooh.
Can I Google the Cymraeg communists and just see if they've
As
got a
soon as you
Wikipedia page?
attempt to type, the X key comes flying off the keyboard and hits the pot with the daffodil in it, leaving a small scratch. Fortunately, it looks like the key can just be put back and the damage is not severe.
I'll do that then. Put it back.
Okay, cool. You put the key back. You Googling the Cymraeg commies. Well, be my guest. You have a computer?
Oh, actually Googled.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life.
Ooh.
There's a Communist Party of Britain with a Wales, and there's a Welsh Socialist Republican movement.
I just love the idea that I imagine John has created loads of like red herring web pages for us to discover now.
Again, let's manage those expectations. I mean, in one important respect, later we'll discuss you are onto something, but let's manage those expectations down.
I do want to say that the Welsh Socialist Republican movement wiki page was last updated on the 25th of October, which was after we set this recording date. So John could have had this in the works for weeks. John could have been planning this puzzle over a month ahead.
That does imply that John
And
did
we're
the
in the
puzzle
weeds.
before today.
Who edited
but I
the
thought
page? Can you see that? Can you see John's
That
username?
would be a career high.
For being ready weeks ahead.
To
Yeah,
go and
I
alter the
can't see.
fabric of the internet in service of this would be fabulous.
While they're looking up the various things on the Google, let's have a little look at this daffodil growing in a pot of jam.
It is.
Can I inspect that crack that the key caused?
Yeah, it's not a crack, more just like a scratch or a mark.
Oh, okay.
And the daffodil isn't so much growing in the pot of jam as stuck into the pot of jam.
Okay. Can I extract the daffodil from the pot of jam and see
You can.
anything untoward about the pot, the daffodil, or the jam?
No, they are all as they appear to be. The daffodil must be pretty fresh in there.
Okay, let me give it a little taste of the jam. What flavour is it?
Kiwi.
Now that's a callback.
I love it.
Hope no one's allergic.
So there's all the TV screens in the room, which all have blue X's
A
on them.
wobbly blue X.
Wobbly blue X. I mean, Twitter. I'm feeling Twitter in here somewhere.
Mm.
Would you like to see it?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, please.
A drive link in the chat.
Thank you.
Also, while you're just saying that, when I Google X, it actually takes me to a porn site. I know this is the right tone of voice for this podcast, but like X.com has not yet like gained the higher
Congratulations,
SEO.
you have
It's
solved
like
my puzzle.
That is interesting. Let's see.
yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I
Okay,
think my
sharing is
settings
now
might be
fixed.
set to everything, but I'm just saying that Elon Musk has not got that on the lockdown yet.
I mean, making your brand a single letter, a lot of people would say is a
Sus.
dumbass move, but you know,
What
I'm
do we
not,
know?
I'm not a multi-billionaire, so what do I know?
At the risk of helping you guys solve the room, which again, I feel like is someone else's line, but I'll say it. I believe I've sorted the sharing settings. You should be able to see.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
lovely.
Yes. It looks like a map, I would say. Like
Yeah.
wibbly blue lines, like maybe like I don't want to say like rivers, but kind of rivers.
Yeah,
But rivers don't
rivers.
form like that.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah,
like
what for the listeners, could someone give a description?
so we got like a wibbly blue X, like John said. So they've got like a sort of a wobbly blue vertical line, and then that's intersected roughly halfway through by another wobbly blue line going left to right. There is also a single blue dot in the sort of the bottom left quadrant of that X, near to where the blue line is, which I hope is intentional.
Sure. Why not?
That was not very positive.
And that's on every
What
What
screen.
would happen if you asked a
That's
dog
on
to
all
walk
of the
the dog?
television screens. It's not on your computer screen, which, as I said, you can use as you see fit. It is on all the television screens. However, in front of those screens, there's a little kind of workstation. We didn't sort of get to that, but let me describe it now. There is a small desk in front of the television screens. On the desk is another monitor, a microphone, and a joystick. The monitor is displaying the following. I'm going to create another share.
Yes, there are 3 red boxes on our screens. The first box has the icon of like a big crowd of people, and then a greater than sign to a small crowd of people, and then 4 boxes underneath, as if we're supposed to fill them out. The next box has A, B, C, D at the top, and again, 4 boxes underneath. And then the last red box has A, B, C, D equals 4, and then 4 boxes underneath fill out. So I have a theory, guys, by the way. So I'm still looking at this X. This X really looks like it should be on a map. And then that dot would be like a location or a place or something. And then seeing it in like next to this, maybe it's like populations largest to smallest or like something else like in order.
Oh,
As if like
interesting.
maybe we're
Pretty
looking
good.
for like towns or something in, I guess,
Oh,
Wales.
I like
but
that.
I'm not
That's
sure.
a good shout. Is there, for example, a confluence of rivers or something?
Which we can
It
Google
really looks like
on the-
rivers.
on the
on the
monitor.
pooter.
So a little
So-
map of Wales. Let's have a little look and see what we got.
I found a rivers and lakes of Wales.
I think there's
Beautiful.
so many fucking rivers in Wales.
Lake
Can't-
Barla is beautiful.
You can't move for bastard rivers in Wales. Anywhere you walk, downhill, uphill. Oh shit, feet are wet. Another river.
None
Okay.
of these rivers on my map kind of look that neat as a cross.
Let's have a look and see what we got.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to. I had a head torch. I was going to put it on for the minus speech. There's a little crucial bollocks.
Right. Oh, we might have something here.
Oh, yeah?
Here.
Here we are, boys. Okay, let's have a look.
Yes,
Nope,
boy.
nothing.
He's South Walian. Okay, what are you guys thinking about? Talk me through your process here.
I'm looking through the Google map of Wales, looking for either rivers or roads or something that kind of loosely match that cross and seeing what would be in the dot position.
I found a map of the rivers of Wales, just the rivers. So I'm looking to see if similar thing, to see if I can see a similar kind of thing. It might not be a river. It's just that the cross in itself looks, I mean, it could be a road, I guess, but you wouldn't normally get one quite that kind of kajuggery. I guess you might. But then I suppose you'd have to be doing like really major roads. And in Wales, your
There
options
aren't
are
any.
kind of the So
I'm waiting for the correction from Jamie, and it's not coming.
Oh no, we don't. It's true.
Wales listeners, John's the English that your parents warned you about, and that your grandmothers burned the cottages down of.
Okay.
He's the
Guys,
reason we
I
took
might
the
have found
castles back.
something.
Go on.
if you Google like Wales Crossgates or Wales Fron, there's like a really neat like road that kind of, not really, but it's the closest I found. It looks like the cross.
Where's that? Cross Gates?
Crossgates in one word, sorry. It's I think
Oh,
a
yeah.
town in Wales. Like
Mm.
that's like the best major road cross I've found in all of Wales so far.
Ooh.
Let's see who it lines up.
Man, you
Yeah, like
and
it might
all
line
the
up.
armies ever.
I'm not sure it lines up. But
Not
I
even
like
the
your thinking.
rotator.
That is pretty good.
Where is that?
Maybe, are we going too deep down this path? Maybe there's other information.
Where is Crossgates?
Llandudno, Wells.
Oh, definitely keep trying to pronounce that. That's beautiful. You please continue.
Llandudno.
Clan. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
Llandudno.
Just north of Bilthwells,
Wasqualathundar. What does that mean?
please.
Oh, right. I did try to write it in English. I don't think I've written it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, we could
Yeah,
probably
I
spend the
think
entire time looking for these crossroads, but maybe we need some more information to...
Mm-hmm.
What else have we not looked at, John?
That is everything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I don't suppose on the computer, is there like a search history or a browser history?
Nothing that screams out at you. What's the Welsh for computer?
Cyfrifiadur.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping for like a whatever the microwave, what is that, ting tong or something?
Popty ping.
Popty ping.
Ting Tong offends a different nation.
I was really hoping for another bleep bloop. That's computer in Wales. Sure.
Right. So we've got the screens, the axe. We've got those inputs, and then all the other computers are off except for the one that we have access to. Random daffodil in a pot. So what are we missing then with this axe and these inputs?
This might be out there, but we are at the North Pole. Could this be like something to do with the North Pole's geography and not Wales's geography?
Yeah.
I don't know much about Lapland / the North Pole, but like maybe we're
Fair
looking
point.
at the wrong country.
Yeah. Why would this symbol be present on every single monitor? If the People's Republic of Wales, the Communist Party, if they've taken over, is that their symbol?
Their base.
I mean, it's a hop, skip, and a jump away from a certain symbol that we dare not name. But let's not get into that.
You mean the Scottish flag? The Scottish
Absolutely.
flag,
It's
yeah.
a reverse Scottish flag.
Absolutely. That is the best defense of that I've ever heard. It's a reverse Scottish flag. I think you'll find. Hey, but with a red background, shut up.
we can really make it pop.
Oh no.
Oh, maybe they're like affiliated with DFS. Maybe it's a sale.
I mean, MFS was the title of on the vault door.
What would MFS stand for?
I can tell you what it stands for, but it's more of a public thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
For now, we'll just go with motherfucking Santa.
Oh, that's good.
Because that's where he lives.
The fact we have the internet and we can Google things makes me feel like it's easy to Google.
Yeah.
To break the fourth wall, when John's designing this, John's not going to go to like page 3 or 4. Like this is like going to be an easy to Google.
Top result. Yeah. That's fine.
Thank you, Mairi.
Oh,
It's a good point.
That cut deep and accurately.
Now, if I Google Wales Blue Axe, I just get trainers, and that's not it.
Oh. Still hung up on like rivers and roads. It's just the wibbly wobbliness that suggests landscape. And the
Yeah.
dot suggests it should be perfectly on like a town.
Have
or
you ever encountered my drawing skills before, Mairi?
Oh, you drew this.
That was great. The listeners can't hear that, but she looked at the camera with this sort of on purpose. You drew this and meant to?
Yeah, there was a real kind of naked pity in that, wasn't there?
But you wouldn't have for the listeners, it's kind of like a wibbly line, but like curves in a distinct way. Like that's not like you slipped your mouse. That's like you drew it like that.
It's like a trace. It looks
Yeah,
like a
it's
trace to me. That's
intentional.
why.
Yeah.
Trying to find any other crossways that would work on the old maps.
Well, let me know.
We might need one. Maybe need one.
Can we phone a friend? Because I've got a friend who's really good at GeoGuessr. They will spot this in a second.
Oh yes.
I mean, if they manage that, then my hat goes off to them.
Is it sort of just south of Brecon? Again, I'm still studying this map.
Yeah, it might be the same image, Mary, that there's a river that goes south from Brecon, and there's one that goes west from Monmouth, and there's a cross there.
Exactly that.
But I don't know where exactly.
So where would that
is.
line up with the town?
So have a look. Could be Merthyr, to be fair. And I should bloody know this if it is. I need to give back my goddamn card. Let's try Merthyr and see. Let's do the Brecon and then the Monmouth rivers. So it'll be the Taff and the Wye. That is the case. But let's have a look and see. I wonder.
Well, we have a monitor, a mic, and a joystick as well with these workstations. We've not really interacted
So
with
the joystick allows you to select on the workstation with the three fields, three red boxes. The joystick allows you to select one or t'other, so you can kind of direct your attention.
Oh, and presumably the microphone is like an input mechanism or something.
Yes, correct.
Gotcha.
You can speak into it.
For the benefit of my co-solvers, I'm going to drop an image in there.
Ooh.
It's a picture of rivers.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I think that's the same one you down at the bottom with Brecon and the way it curves down.
Yeah.
Sort of ish at the bottom, the cross.
John's surprise seems that might not be.
But John's surprise could be lies.
Where would there be rivers?
That would make the dot about sort of exactly parallel to Swansea and up left from Cardiff.
I'm not seeing any rivers that run.
No.
I mean, the rivers thing was an assumption on my part as well.
Could be roads.
Could be wrong.
Actually, if we're looking at roads rather than rivers, then that might help narrow it down a little bit.
If it was the image I sent, I think we're looking at Pontypridd as the location with the dot.
Love
Big assumption.
Pontypridd. Many.
Pontypridd has already gotten a mention.
That's very true.
Has it?
Oh yeah, we had a long list. We had a list of locations
from Dum to Pontypridd.
I probably should have put that speech in the chat. Will I do it?
Because that might be our 4 locations. Because he goes from something to something, from something to something else.
Oh yes.
From Brecon to Pontypridd, from Brynmawr to Glynneath. So Brecon and Pontypridd is north to south.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brynmawr to Glynneath. Glynneath is west, I want to say.
Horrid cough.
And Brynmawr would be east.
Yeah, so I left my stage directions in there.
Okay. So Brecon to Pontypridd is the north part of that X. If you put it into Google Maps and put directions in, it's the north part of that map.
That's cool.
So what was the second one? Let's have a look.
Brynmawr to Glynneath. So Brynmawr to Glynneath. Brynmawr is in the east, Glynneath is in the west. That crosses over right through Merthyr. It's the Heads of the Valleys Road, which means that the north-south is the A470. So Merthyr to... So you think... So just that north bit is Brecon to Ponty?
Yeah, so I've got a horrible feeling I know exactly where that little dot is on the X.
Yes.
I've got to double check though, because
before you share this feeling, I'd like to say I have not. This is not anyone we know's address.
Oh, okay, because it looks really similar to my in-laws' address.
Man, that would be a hell of a thing.
John, are you doxing my in-laws?
It's not that, but
are they going to get swatted now by internet people?
For clarity, you hear a thud and then a crackle, the sound of audio hardware being turned off and on again in the most incorrect of manner. A voice speaks.
Heidi, hi. Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? The goddamn commies have hacked our systems. Santa is in low Earth orbit, ready for a precision strike on their location. All we need is to know where they're hiding. Get us that info, and we can do the...
Before we can finish, there's another bang as a much-abused amp finally gives up the ghost. The sound system is no more.
I love precision strike in love. Are they in Bike Park, Wales?
That seems to be very close, doesn't it? To that sort of that kink in the road.
Yeah.
There's also Llancaich Fawr Manor in Abercynon, which is also very close. Oh, that's to the other side of the road, though. It's not there. We're looking to the right of that. Abercunnan seems...
Well, so if we look at the lower bit of the X, there's like a kind of, it's almost like a little face at the bottom. It's like a little sticky
It is,
outy
yeah.
nose. And our dot is the opposite side of the sticky outy nose. So we've just got to find sticky outy nose.
Sticky out your nose is Abercunnan.
So
And it's a bull.
it's Pontykinnon? I think it's Pontykinnon. I could be wrong.
Okay.
If I could just refocus your efforts slightly, back to the screen you got in front of you with the 3 red squares.
Oh, so we've already got our 4 locations, and there's 4 inputs. So we do what Mari suggested, and we can put those in most populous to least populous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll scribe. Somebody else shouts out the place name. Somebody else Googles it.
All right, cool. Lovely.
I can Google it.
Cool. So the first one is Brecon.
Brecon, population.
Brecon population is in 2011 it was 8,250. That seems to be the most recent.
Lovely. And then after that, we've got Pontypridd.
That is 31,914
Lovely.
as of 2021.
Cool. The next one is Bryn Mawr.
I can't spell that.
Brynmawr.
Spell it how it sounds.
Got it. 5,530 in 2011.
And the last one then is Glynneath. Glynneath.
Glynneath. 4,300. No date given for when that was taken.
Okay, so in which case, our order from, was it largest to smallest or the other way around?
Yes.
Largest to smallest is Glynneath, Bryn Mawr, Brecon, and Pontypridd. So hang on.
Oh, Ponty was quite
Did I
popular,
say
wasn't it?
smallest to largest? No, largest to
You
smallest.
said smallest. You said largest to smallest,
and then I did it the other way
order in
around.
smallest to largest.
So it's Pontypridd, Brecon, Bryn Mawr, Glynneath.
And that red box flashes green.
Hey!
Yay.
Nice.
Okay, so our next, we had another box, didn't we?
Yeah, would that just be alphabetical order, maybe? A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
In which case we would do Brecon, Bryn Mawr, Glynneath, Pontypridd in the second input box.
That red box flashes green.
Yes!
Yay.
And then A, B, C, D equals 4.
Oh, I wanted to say this was like A equals 1, B equals 2, but I don't know about all of them together.
Number of letters. A, B, C, D.
Oh,
is 4
God,
letters,
yeah.
So equal 4.
So it'd be the most, the locations that have the most number of letters?
Oh, that's
So
a good point.
The
smallest to
smallest to
biggest.
largest.
Yeah.
Mm.
We could try that.
Yeah, so that would be...
Oh, God. So Brecon would be first.
Brecon, then
Bryn Mawr.
Glynneath, then Bryn Mawr. Oh, no, because Glynneath and Bryn Mawr both have the same number of letters. Okay, that's...
Bryn Mawr is 8 letters, Glynneath is 2 N's. So that's going to be...
Oh, okay.
So Brecon, Bryn Mawr, Glynneath, Pontypridd.
Just getting Mike's GCSE in maths and just editing the grade.
Oh, sorry, my GCSE in how to spell Welsh places.
No, how to count letters.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Okay,
Spelling is
fair
not
point.
the issue, but you said they both have the same amount of letters. I'm looking at them going, they do not.
Yeah, that excuse doesn't apply in my GCSE maths either. Funny. Why was this trigonometry wrong? More like Welsh.
Yeah, so going by fewest letters to most number of letters, we've got Brecon, Bryn Mawr, Glynneath, Pontypridd.
And that box flashes green. A single line of text appears on the workstation screen in front of you saying, monitoring sector established, define target, :
It's our blue X, isn't it? What's that dot?
So if I send everybody the kind of the rough area,
Cool,
into the chat, just where I've been, because that's where the nose is.
I think it's the thing that begins with Y. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. I think that's the
Eunice
dot.
Booth.
That's the one, yeah.
In his booth.
no,
Like,
apologies.
if you
Yeah, I
look at
think
the
you're
way
right.
it like rides up a little bit, I think that's right there. Maybe not. Maybe Perth.
Precision strike, Jamie. Precision.
Well, we'll just carpet bomb the whole area.
I hope this
Yeah,
competes
can
for
we
a
take
photo
out
shop.
like everything from Mountain Ash down to Glencoch and just take it all out?
Yeah, what sounds are dropping? Are we talking like a tungsten rod?
Suddenly
or
we're in Vietnam.
Okay, hang on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Google Maps. I'm going to stick it into Photoshop, and I'm going to overlay
Nice.
John's
Nice.
Smart.
extremely helpful diagram over the top.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Oh, nice.
So I'm trying to
You
get the
need to make it
scale right because the thing needs to be a bit bigger.
Yeah.
So we'll get the scale
beautiful.
there.
Nice.
About right.
Yes,
And then
that's
probably a
pretty
little
good.
bit more. There we go. That's about
Lovely.
That is bang on.
Right, so where's that?
So we need to destroy
What's
That bit.
that bit.
The bit that hasn't got a name.
Just outside of Perthsillin, like the lower left-hand side. It's like a lake. Hold on. It's a Perthsillin Reservoir is right there.
Okay.
Okay, he says we've already been
maybe
given it as well. Should we check
Cumfield
John's
Farm.
ridiculously long intro again to see if there are any clues in here? Coal. Is there a coal mine?
There's a coal mining
miner's life.
experience,
Farm.
but it's near Pontypridd. It's a bit further down.
Coal mining experience
Absolutely.
They just
With-
send you down there.
with
I'm go-
real black lung.
I'm going there next month to do it. It's like a Santa Toyman. It's
Oh.
going to be banging.
There's something called the Jam Pot.
The jam
There's-
pot.
The
Yes.
Jam Pot. Yeah,
There,
like
that. Where's
just
that?
just south of Perthsillin. If you go into Google Maps, it's like
Jam pot. Yes.
yeah. Have you got it?
Yeah, got it. Jam pot. Is it
Okay.
in
I
Abercynon?
think that's where they are. Yeah,
That's perfect.
that's just next to where that dot is.
Yeah. I say we go there.
Okay, so how do we call in this strike?
Is the microphone working?
The microphone's still working, yeah.
Maybe we can just see if it goes on the tannoy for that. Strike the jam pot.
Full address, please.
Oh, God.
I
Strike
mean,
jam pot, Abercynon, Mountain Ash, CF454, Charlie Foxtrot 45 for Romeo Juliet.
Beautifully done. The bank of screens all switch to the camera view of an aerial drone. A rural setting, rolling wintry hills. The crosshairs fix on a small historical landmark, a tower of red brick, alone on a path. The camera zooms in and reveals a man in a red hood, shouting at the countryside.
A local.
Then, with a blinding flash of candy cane stripes, an orbital weapon obliterates the tower, the man, and everything in a half-mile radius. As the dust settles, the drone descends to the target site. But Cymru Comi is no more. Only a charred skeleton remains. Standing in the ruins of the tower is another man, a giant of a man. His robes of red are bathed in fire, his beard of white in blood. No avuncular spectacles rest on his nose, but jet black aviators. Looking into them, you see no soul, no kindness, just the gentle orange glow of the cigar gripped between his jaws. But rather than speak, rather than cheapen the magical mystery of old St. Nick with tawdry words, he whips out a Coke bottle, opens the cap with his teeth,
Around his cigar. No mean feat.
spits it into the gaping skull of the commie, and takes a long, hard swig. Merry capitalist Christmas, everyone. The screens go dark. The vault door is released. You step out into the snow. It's bright now, wintry and crisp and beautiful. Then you begin to hear it. A terrible, low tension in the ice beneath you. The awful sound of something old and distant creaking under terrible strain. With a bang, an almighty crack tears through the ice, and you plunge into the dark beneath. Happy New Year!
Did we solve your room, John?
You did solve my room. You missed one piece of evidence.
oh,
How could you find out if the jam pot was indeed the correct location?
Go on.
Well, if you scroll down and look at the Google reviews for it.
Oh. There's
oh.
reviews.
How do we
Jonathan
find
Saunders,
reviews?
local guy, the secret meeting place of the Cymraeg Collective. Nation premiere. Oh, John,
No
excellent.
way.
Well
Oh.
done.
Very well done.
That's
Very,
amazing.
very well done.
So when you said about John editing Wikipedia, you weren't far off.
You were amazingly close.
You have taught happened with the fabric of the internet.
I'm
Looking at
also
when this
very-
review was posted, John, it looks like you reposted it after we started recording as well.
You did. I mean, you didn't even quite finish the text there. The other thing you missed was I thought, terribly obvious. X marks the pot.
Um,
Terrible.
yes.
Would you like me to
Absolutely.
read that bit again?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I said, and you were all baffled when I said it, but I thought you'd come back to it. I said the following. As you attempt to type, the X key comes flying off the keyboard and hits the pot.
I marked the pot, of course. It was I was like, John's done something here for a specific.
Yeah.
Nice. That's sneaky.
That was so good.
Okay, one line reactions, go.
I really enjoyed it. I think that most of my homeland is now gone, but I think in the grand scheme of things, probably worth it because we've saved Christmas-ish.
Yeah.
Cool.
I did. I was so clever. I loved going into Google. That was such like a break in the fourth wall, but like, oh my God, you've actually put something on the internet for us to find. That was amazing.
That's good. I really enjoyed that. I particularly enjoy a puzzle where the answer was just there in front of us the entire time. That really makes me smile. Yeah, awesome job, dude.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Very good fun.
If Mairi had not very, very creatively and beautifully dispatched our Kiwi, I was going to have him crawling towards you in the snow with his left hand as the crack opens up, and he was going to fall in with you and would presumably take part in the next arc.
just with a Kiwi.
I thought you were queuing us up for like It. Like I was getting major like opening like scenes of It vibes.
Oh, I don't know it.
The Stephen King. Yeah, the Stephen King one with the horrible beastie up in the Arctic research base.
Oh, that's the Thing.
Ooh.
The Thing.
Oh, the Thing. Sorry, not It.
Not It, Thing. You know that one.
Yeah, and the other Stephen King book, Dewberry. No, it's the one with the clown in the sewer.
The sequel. What's its name?
Yeah, John, could you take us out?
Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show and the arc, and I hope you're settling in for a nice, warm, fuzzy Christmas with all of the stuff that you buy that you're going to chuck away and do nothing with, and the family you're going to ignore. I hope you're looking forward to all of it. In the meantime, we have been The Infinite Escape Room. You can find us online at www.theinfiniteescaperoom.com. You cannot find us on X anymore, but you can find us on Instagram, can you?
Yeah, you can.
We hope you enjoyed the show, and we will see you next time on The Infinite Escape Room. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And Merry Christmas, one and all.